Good morning, everyone. This is the Mortgage Sensei here. Just want to take a time out to talk about a special request topic, actually. So shout out to everyone that make requests. You really help me out with putting some things together and getting the information that you want to hear. So let's talk about rent to own when it comes to buying a home. We're going to talk about the two versions of rent to own, and then we're going to talk about the pros and cons when it goes to renting and owning a home. So when it comes to a rent to own, the two options is a lease option and a lease purchase. A lease option is basically you going to the seller, you're saying, hey, I might want to buy this home sometime within the next 1 to 3 years or whatever you agree upon. And if I don't, no harm, no foul, I'll move on with my life. With a lease purchase, what you're saying is, hey, seller, I definitely want to buy the home. I can't get a loan right now for whatever reason, but within the next 1 to 3 years, I plan on buying this home from you, right? Now, let's talk about the pros to this, right? Because a lease option purchase is a very unique project, unique program where a lot of people are utilizing this to get into a home, especially when homes are flying off the market and they were not on listings for more than 2 weeks, right? Those lease purchases came into play. But one of the pros to a lease purchase is that you can get into the home right now, right? It's normally a fast transaction. You're closed and done. You know, especially if you're working directly with a seller, you're done in a couple of days, and you're in the home that you want, right? You may not qualify for a home, but what I would tell you is that, you know, you don't want to be super far away from qualifying for a home, meaning that, you know, I'm doing this lease purchase and there's no chance, right, of me being able to qualify for this home in the next 3 years. And that can be, you know, I know I'm about to file bankruptcy. I know I'm about to do a foreclosure. I know I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to get a reduced income. You know, anything along those lines. I don't plan on making my payments. I don't plan on paying off my debts, right? You're setting yourself up for failure, to be perfectly honest, okay? But that's a pro, right? You can get into a home right now and you may not qualify for a mortgage. During the rent to own phase, it gives you time, right? Again, most of these lease option, lease purchase contracts, they're anywhere between 1 to 3 years. So during that time frame, that's your opportunity to work on your credit. Get your finances in order. Maybe you need to save more money. Maybe there's a job opportunity where you're going to get increased pay. Maybe you did just recently start a business and you need to get a 2 years up under your belt in order to qualify for a traditional mortgage. So, you know, with these type of programs, it gives you time to get your finances in order to qualify for the home of your choice. A third thing is that lease options, lease purchases are highly negotiable, meaning everything is negotiable. So read the contract. Read the contract. I can't stress this enough. A lot of people just skim over it, super happy, super excited that the fact that they're getting a home of their choice and fail to read the contract, and then they get buyer's remorse once they realize what they got themselves into. So just keep in mind, everything is negotiable. Purchase price, monthly payment, credits, time it takes for you to execute on the option or the purchase, right? Utilize that to your advantage. Slow down, read the contract. I know you're super excited, but that's something that you want to take a pause for, or as my family like to say, pause for the cause, right? Now, when we're talking about the cons, right? The cons to this. The cons is the contract, right? The contracts are normally highly favorable towards the seller. It is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, read that contract, because one of the cons that comes out is that you may be renting, but you may be responsible for all the repairs and the maintenance of the property because of the type of contract that you entered into, meaning that you are preemptively becoming a homeowner. So the seller might say, hey, I'm not fixing anything in the house. You want to own the house? You want to buy it? Okay, this is your trial run of home ownership. You need to take care of the property. Now, during this process, which, you know, is a hidden pro to this, is that it gives you the opportunity to really investigate the home and see what's really wrong with the property, right? You can get a home inspection. Now, I always highly recommend getting a home inspection during any kind of purchase, but, you know, maybe, you know, the home inspection doesn't pick up something. maybe your initial look at the property doesn't pick up something. And now you're actually living in the home and going about your day and day. And now you're starting to really see what the home is all about, right? And maybe you want to back out of the contract because you just realize, oh man, I'm in over my head. That's a great thing about the time. Another con to this is that you can end up paying more than what the home is worth. Meaning that when you go into these type of contracts, right, you agree upon a set price. So let's say the set price is $350,000, right? And between now and 3 years from now, or whatever you'll negotiate with, your purchase price is $350,000. Well, what if the market goes down and now the home is only worth $295, right? Well, you got to buy it at the agreed upon price. Even if the market has declined, you can't just go back and renegotiate with the seller. Well, though you can, but it may not result in what you like. The seller may say, you know what, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to rent it out, I'm going to get it to someone else, or you just need to pay the difference, right? Another thing is, a con to this is that you will lose money if you don't execute on that contract. You will lose money if you don't execute on the contract. Two ways, and most of the times. Number one is that these contracts have a non-refundable deposit, right? It can be 1 to 3% of the purchase price. So you can just do the math from there. But that deposit, when you leave, may not come back to you because it's a security deposit on the contract, not a security deposit based off of you renting the home, right? It's more like an origination fee, so to speak. So you end up, paying that premium for that contract. Now, if you're going about this option and you pay that 1 to 3%, and then you close in the next couple of months or a year or whatever, just keep in mind your down payment, your closing costs for the purchase is separate and distinct from whatever that origination fee was that goes directly to the seller. The seller pockets that. Go right in their pocket. Nothing you can do about it. The last thing, and this isn't a major one, but this is one I've seen happen very rarely in my career, is that you enter into these types of contracts, and what happens is that the seller don't make payments and they foreclose, right? So that is an option that can potentially happen. But all I can say here is investigate it, ask the right questions, read the contract, get very informed, get very educated in regards to these. If you're not 100% sure about this option, please seek professional help. It may be a realtor, but what I normally tell my clients is this: come to me first, a mortgage loan originator, right? Let me see, do you have the makings that's necessary to get a loan? Maybe you need to work on credit. Maybe you need to save a little bit of money, right? But you don't have it right now. I will tell you, hey, you could qualify if you do X, Y, Z, and X, Y, Z can be done within this time frame of a year, 2 years, or 3 years. I think you should move forward with the lease option, but stick to the game plan. If you're working on credit, tighten up, work on credit. If you need to save money, tighten up, save money. If you need to get some employment status, maybe you just started a job two months ago and you need to get 6 months or a year on a job, or maybe you just started a commission job, right? And you've been there for less than a year and you need to get another year, 2 years average. Do what you need to do. Stick to the game plan. But in my opinion, a lease option, a lease purchase is a very creative financing way to get into a home. Just seek wise counsel from professionals. This is Nelson Thompson, aka the Mortgage Sensei here. I'll look forward to helping you. My number 470-799-6162. Give me a call, shoot me a text. That's my direct business cell phone number. Again, 470-799-6162. And I'll see you on the other side of home ownership.